So come along with me as I tell a story, and hopefully you can just enjoy my daily ride to Manhattan. It's cheaper to fill up the Honda Navi with couch cushion coins than it is to take the subway. It's $2.90 for a subway to go one way, so $6 basically. What, $5.80 if you really want to be a stickler about it, for a round trip. And the Honda Navi on a one full tank of gas will take you to Manhattan and back, in less time than the train ever would, for $2. Even in this economy, $2, yeah, fills it up because it's like a 0.9 gallon tank. So I don't know how well this will go as a story time, but hear my story on how I got my Honda Navi and enjoy some extra footage that I have left over because I don't know what to do with it. So I'm gonna throw the audio on top of it and hope you guys like it. Yeah, so enjoy. And by the way, sorry friends, I don't have much other footage of any other bridges in New York because either I wasn't wearing a camera or really because every other bridge you have to pay a toll, and I'm not gonna pay a toll and I could just take the free bridge. So sorry that it's the same footage. It's not the same footage, it's different footage, but it's the same route. But hopefully you'll enjoy and understand that.
That ain't some good content. I don't know what is. Racing a Ducati. I don't know any better content. Racing a Ducati and shit. You know the vibe. I hope I got that. I hope that fucking took on the film.
Try and do this voiceover, but we're gonna try it this way. One take. Okay. So this is the story of how I got my first motorcycle, the legendary Honda Navi. And shout out to my girlfriend, a true friend, who rode with me all 600 miles upstate and back. But to the beginning of our story, we left out of Queens at around 10 o'clock, and our destination was to meet a lady who I've been talking with over Facebook Marketplace, who had a Honda Navi for a reasonable price. It only had 90 miles on it, so I thought, what a steal. Sub 100 is basically new. This person doesn't want it, I do. They'll go up to $2,700 to $3,000, so $2,000 seemed fair to me. And I would know because people would show their receipts on Facebook Marketplace, so you can really see where the market is. And so we set out at night upstate, and we stopped when we got to Binghamton, which was only halfway there. So at this point we only had about another hour or so to go of driving, but I decided to sleep in the Walmart parking lot because it was too dark to see out, and driving at night sucks. So we stopped in the Walmart parking lot, and I waited until dawn, because I knew at dawn we would just be able to fly. No one would be on the roads. We could get to wherever we needed to go, and we'd be fine. But I was not accounting for the dew. The dew was so thick, it was like we were in a cloud. It was a dense fog like I'd never seen before. And it was miles long. It had to have been miles long, because it felt so long. And I, I was going through it trying to get out of it, so not too fast, but just trying to get out, and it just felt never ending. Something I never experienced. Really spooky. And so, and Walmart's a good spot, by the way. So if you're doing that, taking a crazy trip, Walmart is a good place to just recuperate. But so we kept going through the mountains, and finally we got to like the farmlands. So that was cool. Finally we got out of the clouds, got to the farmlands. We met up with this lady. It was a smooth transaction. She was lovely, super nice, never no problem, super communicative too, super, cool. And with that, I was now the owner of the Honda Navi. And so now we had to get it back to Queens, right? And we tried putting it in the sedan that we drove up, but you definitely have to take off, like, you'd have to disassemble the bike, so that was not really worth it. We met up some real bikers with some Harleys and stuff at a Circle K, and they tried to help me. Really nice guys too. Everybody up there was super nice. And so ultimately it was like we just needed a U-Haul, because that was the last part of the plan. And the only road to get to this little part of where this person lived had like a gas station on it, and across the street from the gas station was a storage unit, like storage facility, and then there was U-Haul sitting outside of it, but nobody around. So we ended up going into the little kiosk, and it was like a little ATM machine with like a phone, and I used it to call a person who then gave me a code to a Dropbox after I gave them all the information, like my driver's license, everything, to get a U-Haul. And then from there it was pretty easy. There was a hill, so we drove the Honda Navi around a couple times in this little facility that we were in, this back road and stuff. So we kind of did that, and then to get it into the truck, oh my gosh, it's kind of heavy, but I found a nice incline, backed up the U-Haul, and U-Hauls are pretty easy to drive, I'd say. And we got the bike into the thing. I had some straps, we strapped it down, and then shout out to my girlfriend again, because she really drove the sedan back, and I was driving the U-Haul, so without her I really couldn't have achieved this task of acquiring the legendary Honda Navi. And so this is my story of Facebook Marketplace finds and great things. I hope this was a good one take. 6 minutes, a little long, but yeah, I think that's the gist of the story. So I'll probably put this over some motorcycle clips, and hopefully people like and subscribe, and it's really cool to see people like and subscribe, and I really appreciate it. And shout out to you guys, whoever has a Honda Navi or doesn't have a Honda Navi, or just likes watching Honda Navi content, because I know I like watching Honda Navi content even without one. It was cool to think about. it's a great starter bike, and I'm not looking forward to selling it, but I'm like so on the fence with wanting to go faster, but then almost dying every other day, right? So be careful, wear gear, wear fucking gear. Sorry for cussing. Yeah, I guess I'll end it there.